here and layered with Renegade Sports Center. You want to go first, Jen?
Sure, I'll go. Hi, my name is Jennifer Baba. I work here at the college in the Office of Testing and Advising as well, but here today to talk about the Student Life Committee. That is a committee that Dr. Curley formed a couple of years ago. It consists of faculty, staff, and students. And briefly talked to Jamila a little bit about it. She knows that we have to have student representatives on the committee. So here today to kind of recruit and see who might be interested if you haven't heard about it just yet. Question might be, what is student life? I think that changes every semester depending on the group that's represented. Looks at all different aspects of student life, whether it's the counseling center, your classes, what's your life like, what can the college do to try to make things better for you. In regards to multicultural affairs, anything and everything under a student life umbrella is represented with the Student Life Committee. I'll stay throughout the meeting. If you have questions or if you want to volunteer, I'll be here. You're more than welcome. We haven't necessarily set a meeting date and time yet because I feel like I need the students first to set that up. I'm not going to set up a meeting on Friday afternoons when you guys aren't here. I'd rather try to do that around your schedule. So once I know who the students are, then we'll definitely set up a meeting time and date. It is not going to be something as frequent as once a week. I'm probably thinking more like once a month. So if you have any questions, I'll be here. I'll try to answer them for you. I've been trying to get an answer of what is student life myself. And like I said, I think it changes each semester with each group of students. So. But it is a committee for the entire school year. So we would adjourn at the end of the spring term. Okay, thanks.
Next is Larry Hitchcock with Renegade Sports Center. I think I mentioned this to you before, and he's here to speak about their proposal.
Very good. Thanks for having me out here. Now, some of you guys I know, and y'all come into Renegade, some of them come in real regular. For those of y'all that don't know about Renegade, it's up in Lynn Haven. It's everything's indoors. It's got 2 indoor soccer fields, basketball courts, volleyball courts, indoor skateboard park, and a fitness center. And Mike and my wife Manette have been working on a program that we'd like to do with you guys. It's called College Sports Night. And what it would consist of is every week on Thursday nights that we would host a different activity. It's not necessarily, for those of y'all that aren't necessarily into sports, it's not going to be just like football or basketball, but it's going to be some other activities in there such as dodgeball, ultimate frisbee, blind man's volleyball, those kind of activities along with it. We'd like to do it every Thursday night from 6 to 9. Wings will be provided by Beef O'Grady's, and we just like to make it as a gathering time, a time of just, off campus, get together type activity. Any other information I need to anybody? Yes.
Where is this located?
Over across the street from Mosley High School up in Lynn Haven. It's right on Minnesota, right next to UPS.
Across the street.
From Mosley.
I will say in the past, and I've been saying in the past, years ago, 10, 15, 20 years ago, even when I was a senior, intramurals was big. Students would go out from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock and play flag football, soccer, they play basketball, whatever. Unfortunately, as time has gone by, it's died out for several different reasons. One, we don't have a staff to organize it, a staff member to organize it. Two, we don't have the facilities and the equipment. And so we came up with the idea a year or so ago to maybe start sending teams over to participate in Renegade sports leagues. We've only gotten a couple of them here and there to participate for a group of students. And so what they've come up with is this college night, and maybe you can even spin off from that, getting them more students involved with the sports leagues. And what we're doing in this partnership, and we'll not vote on this today, but look at using student activity funds to pay for our students only to go participate in their facilities, and they would provide these opportunities. So it's another opportunity for students at Gulf Coast. So that's kind of what we're looking at, just kind of a partnership, and we're paying for it. Students would be user-free, and then of course they would handle all that side of it. So just something for you to think about. I wanted them to come in and talk with you guys about it today, and you can put a name to a face, and if y'all have any questions, you can ask those, so now's the time.
And we've had some of you guys come and do some of our different leagues, our soccer leagues, y'all had some teams in that, I think y'all had some basketball teams, soccer teams, I don't know if y'all done a flag football team. Yes, ma'am.
So will there be like different activities every Thursday?
Correct. And we just rotated out and just, and they would be organized and led type activities, and the kind of sports, one night it might be a soccer night, but it will be a soccer night on the level of all participating, not just a, macho, beat everybody's head in, flag football night. It would be, we would organize it to the level of group participation. And then some of them would be just different, type activities, like the dodgeball, that's always fun, and everybody participate in that.
When is this going to start?
Kind of up to us.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of up to us. We're not going to vote on that today. We're going to go through the board retreat this week. Kind of tell you about the budget and go through voting and process and all that. And then maybe try to either discuss it next week at the Tuesday meeting and vote on it. And if we decide to do that, we can get with them and get it started.
Yeah.
And from what I understand is maybe you guys are going to send out a renegade representative maybe every few weeks to kind of help sign up students to go out and promote it. So it wouldn't be on us to promote. And then you want to talk about some of the events? I know you threw out soccer.
Yeah.
I've mentioned a couple of them, but
Yeah, just, there's a slew. I mean, Nanette has 50 different events.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's just, Nanette does a really good job coming up with, and not necessarily oddball, but just fun, different activities to do. Wiffle ball is one of the best multifaceted group events, because anybody can do wiffle ball. So just doing different sports like that.
dodgeball's been a big hit here
Dodgeball.
with BCM. Is there BCM in there? Anybody from BCM? They usually do a big dodgeball tournament once a year or once a semester, I believe. And they've had, what we had, like
We've had
100
anywhere from 12 to 15 separate teams.
separate teams, yeah. 8 or 10 a team or something. So it's been a big turnout. They've got listed on here Ultimate Frisbee, some other things. So just a food for thought. We'll talk about it next week.
And if anybody hasn't been to Renegade, you want to come and just, come look in, peek in the door and see what we're talking about. You just more than welcome. Any other questions? Thank you all very much.
All right.